Welcome to the online lecture series of turbo machines. Here is Professor Lakshman Mane. This is lecture on reaction water turbines part 3, that is numerical on Francis turbine. I acknowledge my sincere thanks to the following authors and courtesy for being used these concepts to make this video session. In this session, you will be able to solve numerical on Francis turbine. So let us see numerical. The statement is given in first numerical. In an inward flow reaction turbine, the head on the turbine is 32 meter. The external and internal diameters are 1.44 meter and 0.72 meter. Velocity of flow through the runner is constant and equal to 3 meter per second. Guide blade angle is 10 degree. Runner vanes are radial at inlet. If the discharge at outlet is radial, determine speed of the turbine, outlet vane angle and hydraulic efficiency. So first of all, summarize the given parameters. Here head is given, external diameter and internal diameter of runner are given, angle at inlet, guide blade angle at inlet is given, vane angle at inlet because of radial inlet 90 degree, discharge is radial, that's why beta is equal to 90 degree. Flow velocity in the runner is constant. Now here this is inlet velocity triangle and this is outlet velocity triangle. As far as diameters are concerned, this diagram is very important. So external diameter of the runner, that is D1, and internal diameter of the runner, that is D2. So flows or flow of water take place from the 1 to 2. So here U1 is pi D1 n by 60 and U2 is pi D2 n by 60. Now as the inlet is radial, so that's why inlet triangle is right angle triangle, means theta is equal to 90 degree. In this case what happens, VW1 and U1 becomes identical. As the discharge is radial, means beta is equal to 90 degree. Thus in this case VW2 becomes 0 and VW2 is equal to V2. So using these we will go to the solution. First of all we will take tan alpha ratio, basic formula, but here VW1 is equal to U1, thus in the formula U1 comes, V upon flow velocity is given. So from this you get U1 value. By using formula for U1, that is pi D1 n by 60, you can obtain value of speed, because here U1 is calculated, diameter, external diameter is given. Okay, so n is calculated, speed of the turbine. This is first answer. Then by using speed, let's use formula for U2. Here internal diameter of runner is given and speed is calculated, so we get speed, linear speed is U2. Then vane angle at outlet we can calculate by using this formula, V2 and U2 both are known, so get phi angle. Now hydraulic efficiency for the radial discharge, formula is VW1 U1 upon GH, and VW1 and U1 are same. Okay, so putting the values of U1, G and H, we get hydraulic efficiency in percentage. Now second numerical, a reaction Francis turbine runs at 450 rpm under head of 120 meter. Its diameter at inlet is 120 centimeter. So actually it is said that at inlet, but actually this is external diameter. Already we discussed in last example. And flow area is 0.4 meter square. The angles made by absolute velocity and relative velocity, means alpha and theta, are given with tangential velocity. Determine volume flow rate, hydraulic power and hydraulic efficiency. And here is no work at outlet. So as per this, we can summarize the parameters: speed, head, external diameter, flow area, at inlet angles, no whirl, that's why beta is 90 degree, and VWT is 0. So let us start with formula of U1. We know D1 and N, putting the values get U1. Then next we are interested to find velocity V1. So for that, here we have to use sine rule. So in this case, take this triangle which is shown over here. So sine rule is what? Ratio of any side to its sine angle of front angle, sine ratio. Okay, so as per the rule, what we can write, V1 upon sine of 180 minus theta is equal to U1 upon sine of theta minus alpha. Now in this case, theta and alpha are given. Okay, so and U1 is calculated. So we get V1. Now next, from the trigonometry, we know that VW1 is equal to V1 cos alpha, and VF1 is equal to V1 sin alpha. V1 is calculated, alpha is known, so VW1 and VF1 we get. Then discharge is equal to what? Continuity equation, flow area into flow velocity. So in this, flow velocity is given, area of flow is also given, and the flow velocity we calculated here. So Q we get in meter cube per second, that is volume flow rate. This is one of the answer. Next, power. Now as the power is rho A V1, but A into V1 together, Q, because already we calculated Q. Thus we can use rho Q VW1 U1. So here put the value of rho means density of water 1000, Q value calculated, VW1 and U1 are calculated values. So we get power value answer in watt. Last is hydraulic efficiency, VW1 U1 upon GH. Here also VW1 U1 calculated value, we put value of G and value of H are given. So we get hydraulic efficiency in percentage. Third example, a Francis turbine working under head of 30 meter has wheel diameter 1.8 meter at the entrance, means this is actually external diameter of the runner, and 1.2 meter at the exit, means actually this is internal diameter of the runner. Okay, so the vane angle at the entrance is 90 degree. Now vane angle means what? Theta. Theta is 90 degree, means actually this is what? Inlet is radial. Guide blade angle is 15 degree. This is what? Alpha. Water at the exit leaves the vane without any tangential velocity, means what? VW2 value is 0. Velocity of flow is constant, and we are asked to calculate speed, vane angle at exit, and speed for the 50 cycles, means synchronous speed. Let us see. Here in the diagram already we discussed, this is external diameter and this is internal diameter. D1 is external, D2 is internal. Okay, here head is given, diameters are given as per the discussion, theta, VW2, beta, everything we mentioned. Here F 50 Hertz, that is number of cycles, this is given. Now we have to use here formula of head. So we will discuss about it. Let us discuss. H is equal to what? Inlet energy or input energy in the form of head, that is equal to what? Energy in the form of work done, that is 1 by G, VW1 U1 plus VW2 plus energy which is leaving the runner, that is kinetic energy at exit, means at exit 2 point is what? V2 square by 2G. Okay, now as per the theta 90 degree and beta 90 degree, both triangles will be right angled. Okay, so at inlet VW1 U1 will be same, and at outlet V2 and VF2 will be same. Okay, so we can use this to modify this equation. Let us write H is equal to V2 is equal to VF2, that's why VF2 square by 2G plus 1 by G bracket VW1 U1 plus VWT is 0, that's why this term will vanish. Okay, and VW1 and U1 are same, means here at the place of VW1 U1 what will come? U1 square. Now we have to find U1. So how to find? So for that use the tan alpha ratio, means VF1 upon VW1, that is equal to VF2 upon U1. Alpha is known, so tan 15 is equal to VF2 upon U1. So here we get, by arranging the terms, relation between U1 and VF2. This we use in further equation. So in H value, VF2 square by 2G plus 1 by G bracket U1 square, here we can use this 3.73 VF2. Okay, so right, H is given VF2 square upon 2G, 2 times value of G means 9.81, 2 times. Okay, 1 upon G plus U1 expression 3.73 VF2 bracket and its square. Okay, now in this equation only VF2 is single unknown. So by solving this we get VF2 is equal to value, and relation between U1 and VF2 will give us value of U1. Okay, now as U1 is calculated, left side is known, D1 is given, means from this equation we find speed of the turbine. Now we are asked to find synchronous speed. So for that, synchronous speed is equal to 120 times F, that is frequency, divided by P, means number of poles. Here we take 32 poles and frequency is given 50 cycle. Okay, so from the equation we get synchronous speed in our. Now next is vane angle at exit 5. So for that, first of all we have to calculate U2. So already D2 and N are known values, so U2 we first of all obtain. Then vane angle at exit, for that outlet velocity triangle we take tan phi ratio, so we have to upon U2. Okay, so these are the calculated values, putting over here, getting answer for phi, that is vane angle at exit. Okay, so in this way you can solve this numerical. Now the fourth numerical is on design of Francis turbine. Let us see what is given. So following data we are given head, speed, shaft power, efficiency, overall efficiency, hydraulic, flow ratio is given, ratio of B1 to D1 is given, and it is said that inner diameter of runner is half of outer diameter of runner. 6% of circumferential area of the runner is occupied by the thickness of the wings. Assume velocity of flow constant and flow is radial at exit. Okay, so as per this data, now summarize head, speed, shaft power, overall efficiency, hydraulic efficiency. Flow ratio, that is KF. This is vane thickness factor, 6%, means effective will be what? 94%, means 0.94. Then B1 to D1 ratio is given, and relation between D2 and D1 is given. Okay, inner diameter, that is D2, is half of the outer diameter. So this is, we will see with the help of diagram. See, this is the runner, so you can see water enters from this point and exit at this point. So this is the diameter D1. We say this is diameter D1, that is external diameter, and this is diameter D2, runner, that is internal diameter, water flowing from external to internal. Okay, so it is clear. Now here, as per the diagram, outer diameter D1, inner diameter D2, relation is given B1 to D1. Now here B1 means what? Width, this width B1. So this relation is given B1 to D1. Okay, now when thickness factor KT, if we consider, then discharge is equal to flow area into velocity. But when thickness factor we have to consider, so formula Q is equal to KT, and flow area is what? Pi D1 V1. This is flow area into flow velocity. So this is for the at point 1. Similarly at point 2 we can write KT pi D2 B2 Vf2. Now this formula we are going to use in further calculation part. So first of all, velocity triangle diagram. So Vf1 is equal to Kf into square root of 2gh. Kf is flow ratio which is given. H is known. So Vf1 we get. Overall efficiency is given. Shaft power is given in kilowatt. Here we have to convert into watt. Thus we multiplied by 1000 divided by rho density G, that is 9.81. Okay, and H, that is heat. So in this case Q is unknown. So by arranging the terms we get Q value, that is discharge, meter cube per second. Now as discharge already we have written KT times pi D1 E1 Vf1, and relation between B1 and D1 is 0.1 D1, means we can write Q is equal to KT pi D1 into 0.1 D1 Vf1. Now in this equation KT is given, Vf1 is calculated, so only what? Unknown remains D1, and left side value of Q is also calculated, so we put. So here from this unknown, that is D1, we get diameter, external diameter, and then by using relation between that B1 and D1 we calculate B1 also. Then relation between D2 and D1 we get this D2 value. Okay, now once again here, as the discharge is constant at point number 1 and 2, so we can get this relation by arranging the terms, or by arranging this equation in the form of V2. We found this equation. So D1, B1 and D2 already we calculated. Putting over here we get width of runner at point number 2 here. This is in meter. Then D1 and D2 diameters and N speed corresponding. So corresponding speed at point number 1 and point number 2 we get. Okay, now next we have to find angles, but for that take the help of hydraulic efficiency because it is given. Right side VW1 U1 upon GH, this is the formula. Now in this case U1 already we calculated, GH and hydraulic efficiency are the given, so unknown is VW1, so we get here. Okay, now take the help of velocity triangle diagram, inlet triangle, tan alpha. Okay, ratio of V upon VW. So from this we get alpha. Then take tan theta. From this formula, tan theta is equal to what? Vf1 divided by this much side. This is what? VW1 minus U1. So tan theta ratio. Okay, from this we get theta, value of theta. And at outlet triangle, tan phi formula. From this we get value of 5. Okay. So after this session, now you can solve numerical on Francis turbine. If you like this video, please subscribe and share.